Hi, everybody. Welcome to a semi morning, I guess late morning tarot tea time. I hope you guys are doing great. Happy Sunday. I wanted to start off early today because I've had some crazy stuff going on over here. We're pretty busy working on an animal rescue story with my TV show that I'm so excited about. And it looks like we have an opportunity to go get some good interviews later. So I'm going to be prepping and just working today. But I want to spill the tea, see you guys, catch up, see what's going on. So we got some great stories, some sad stories too. Rest in peace to Michelle Trachtenberg and of course, hold on. Let me get my little list here. Wait. I wanted to get his wife's name correct. Let me see. Yes, Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy Arakawa and their German Shepherd. Also want to send love there. So there were some kind of weird stories, but we're going to spill the tea. We got some good stories too. Hey, Sage Moon, how's it going? How was your week? Yay. Yeah, sorry for the switch up today. Spilling it early this morning. Early-ish. We did a little hike with the dogs this morning, so I'm feeling alive. I did my soul cycle class. I feel like Aries, this retrograde of Venus in Aries in my 6th house is very good. It feels refreshing, and then I can feel the Mars energy too. What about you guys? Have you been feeling like any sort of shift in the past week as far as like your energy goes? The astrology has been picking up. I'm like really glad. Loving the morning tea session. Oh, good, Sage. I'm so glad. Making tea right now. Okay, literally making tea while sipping at the tarot tea. I like it, Sage Moon. How are you, Lord Among the Pups? We're doing so great. We found a new place to hike that's pretty close to our house, which is nice and doesn't have too many other dogs. One of our pups, he just is super protective, our German Shepherd. So this is great. It's like nice and remote. So we had a good long walk with them and we're doing really well. Thank you for asking, Sage. How are you? And how are your projects? How is work? I know you're always hustling. And how are your projects any closer to possibly doing that podcast, or have you already put it out? Give us the tea. We need those affirmations, Sage, with the way the world is going. You know what I mean? Well, we need all the positive, uplifting vibes we can get. But okay, take a little sip of my tarot tea and get right into it because we got some good stories. So, first of all, Justin Bieber's birthday celebration was big news. So he celebrated his birthday with Haley and their baby. And of course, there were some photos snapped of the celebration. There's been just a lot of speculation, a lot of talk about how he's doing, what's going on with him. And, we've done some readings and it's looked like his Saturn return has been a little bit difficult. Hey, your Saturn return can hit you pretty hard. And he also has a lot going on with Pisces being his sun sign as well as his Saturn sign. So it's just like, it's a lot going on for him. So I wanted to pull some cards and just see like how he's doing, if this new solar year is going to have a different vibe. So maybe just like let's do some cards for this new year for him, because every time we have our solar return, it's like our personal new year, right? At our birthday. So let's see if we can get any predictions for what this next year is going to have for Justin. Is he going to experience a shift? Hopefully a positive shift with this birthday. So for Justin, let's see. Sage says, ooh, nice. Love that. Mars going direct really made a difference. Yes, good. I'm so glad you feel that way too. Doing all right. Haha. Just trying to avoid getting caught in the Trump crossfires career wise. Really, oh my God, really tightening my budget. Yes, I totally understand that. It's so stressful. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sage. I'm sorry we're having to all think of that. It just sucks. I mean, could we just have to be honest, it just sucks. I'm so sorry. I get that though. And you're making the best decisions you can make at the time, right? And that's all we can do at any time. It's just the best we can do now in this moment. So we're gonna keep doing our best. Also looking into Substack. Ooh, cool. It's been popping off for creators and building communities. So we shall see about the pod. Haha. Okay, good. I love that. I love that. Yeah, we got to find where we fit in, where it feels right for us. When I went to that conference in Melbourne in Australia, like earlier last month, that was one of the things that they talked about, how like no matter what type of creator you are, how there's a place for you now, and the best thing to do moving forward is like not to try to be in too many places at once, which made me feel a lot better. And it's kind of like what you're saying, like you kind of find the best platform for you. So that's kind of like, yeah, what they're predicting is like the new thing. And Substack was one of the big things they talked about there too. So I love that. I think that's a great place to put your stuff out there. Hey Penny D, how's it going? Happy Sunday. How was your week, Penny? And are you feeling any shifts with Mars direct and Venus retrograde in Aries? Like just kind of getting our fiery energy going, stirring the pot a little bit, but kind of in a good way. I feel like we needed a little, I don't know, a little energy. We're pulling on Justin Bieber though to see what this next year holds for him because he just had his solar return, his birthday. So let's see. Okay, good. I like it. So I was a little nervous, honestly. That's why I like kept shuffling. 6 of Pentacles. So one of the things, which by the way, this was such a confirmation of the tarot team moment. I saw someone reporting last week and they were talking about how Justin has just continued to like unfollow more people, but it's been all about like realigning with his authentic self and the people that are like really there for him. So that was like something that a source reported. And I was like, that's crazy. That's exactly what we were getting and what his astrology has been saying. Um, but I like that we have the 6 of Pentacles for him because this is like gifts from your friends, generosity. So this to me talks about, oh my God, I just got goosebumps, strengthening his social circle. So I think that now with this solar return, this renewal of his energy, his ego self, which is what we all get every year at our birthday. It's like you kind of like plug us back in, and we recharge and we're ready for like another round. This next round, this next loop around the sun for him is going to be a lot more supportive, filled with people who are generous and who get him. So I feel like his little cleanse of all the people and work colleagues that really didn't align with him, I feel like he's going to start seeing the benefits. So he had to make some hard choices, but I think it's going to be for the best, and he'll be seeing that this year. 6 of Pentacles. I love it. That is so good. That's so good. Also, when we finish our Saturn return and when we get towards like the end of it, we tend to get like gifts from the universe. Like if we do the hard work or whatever, we see like good karma come through. So I also feel like part of his good karma will be having friendships that are really supportive of him because he was brave enough to let go of the people that weren't. So he's learning some boundaries. Kind of love that for him. Penny says, I'm good. Happy Sunday. Yes, I have more energy. Good. Oh my God, I love it, Penny. I love it. So nice to hear. Because Penny, that's your first house, right? Because you're Aries rising. Dave says, yes, I've had Squarespace for a while. MailChimp and Flowdesk have email plan fees. Substack and Patreon seem to be good solutions for creators since they integrate email with web hosting to reduce their costs. Nice. Yes, I do like how Patreon, we should have a little chit chat offline Sage about some of this stuff. Maybe in the Patreon, we could like private message about it because yeah, I don't know, I have some thoughts. I need to have another meeting with the Patreon people because to be honest, there are certain capabilities that I find difficult. Maybe I just haven't like turned on all the right things. Like I find it hard to search. But yes, the email is like really good. So I do like that. It's like very automated. Um Yeah, I'm gonna probably we'll private message in the Patreon and chit chat about it. Yep, Aries rising. Okay, Penny. So with Venus retrograde in Aries, you are like reevaluating, redoing. I feel like that is the energy of just like a total redo of like kind of your persona, like your personal brand. Have you been feeling that way? Do you think you're gonna like get a haircut or change your style? They recommend not to do that, but I feel like Venus retrograde to me, it doesn't bother me. Like, I don't know, maybe that sounds crazy, but for me, I look at Venus retrograde as rethinking something that has to do with love, love, beauty, and like finance. So for me, I don't know. I think you can make little tweaks. And I'm not, experimenting doesn't bother me, but that might just be my Aquarius rising talking. Definitely think about it a lot before you do it, which I know you would anyway. Okay. So Justin, 6 of Pentacles, love it. Things are getting better. 9 of Pentacles, more money is going to be flowing this year. Wow, guys, what a good year he's going to be having. Okay, we're definitely going to start seeing this positive momentum for him. I feel like last year was really rough. Like it just a lot of changes. Ugh, goosebumps again. He was really in his, you know, kind of in that the middle of that Saturn return. I think he's on the upswing now. Like as we head towards 2026, which I know we're we're not even anywhere near there, but as the year progresses, kind of like this snowball effect, we're going to see him more and more in 6 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles energy. So surrounded by positive, supportive friends that truly love and care about him. It's going to make him feel emotionally secure. 9 of Pentacles, ending a cycle and starting a new one of more abundance. I'm telling you, I really think he's going to come out with a great album. I really do. And it might not be till like the beginning of 2026, maybe end of 2025, but I'm sensing kind of like Jessica Simpson. Like he's finally going to make like the album that he always wanted to make without the pressure from like outside forces or industry people telling him who he should be. I'm feeling it. I like it. I like it. Things are going to be going well. Okay. What are y'all saying? Let's see. Oh my God. The business side of creating is kind of fun to get into. It really is, Sage. It really is. And it's a whole thing. Yeah, we need to all chit chat about that. All the all the creatives. Sage said, "So glad we're almost done with this Saturn and Pisces transit." Me too. I am so over it. I am so over the Saturn and Pisces transit. Like, I feel what Justin Bieber has been feeling. Loving this Pisces stellium energy we have right now. Yes, agreed. I feel like it is powering up that part of our charts that's been getting drained by Saturn. So that's really helpful. I feel like it's motivating us all in that Pisces ruled house in our birth charts. Lots behind the scenes. Things are coming to the forefront. Yes, Sage. Ooh, I love it. That was some good astro tea right there. And I totally agree. Things happening behind the scenes are starting to like percolate. We're feeling the energy there. And that Pisces ruled house in all of our birth charts, I do feel like has just been kind of stagnating and forcing all of us to like have discipline in that area. But it's felt kind of crazy. I mean, I've definitely felt the drain there. I think I'm focusing more on finance right now. Okay, cool, Penny. B-Day in 9 days. Oh my God. Happy early birthday, Penny. Stop. Wait. Hold on. I got to write that down. Birthday in 9 days. Okay. That is so exciting, Penny. Oh my God. Okay, let's pull a quick card for your Saturn or your solar return. Gosh, not Saturn return. For your solar return. Let's see. Saturn Pisces has sucked. I want out. Okay, we're all in agreement. It has sucked so badly. So badly. I agree. Oh, it's been in my second house of finance and stuff and like self-worth. Guys, it's been so annoying, like such a pain in the butt. Just like things have not been flowing how they used to. Like I'm fine, thank God, and I have lawyer Moog and all of that. So I'm so grateful for everything. But just like I have felt it. Saturn has made just anything that I want to get in that part of my life, like I have to earn it times 100 lately. I'm like, Saturn, I see you. I see you, Saturn, trying to strengthen me. Okay, Penny, let's pull one. Let's see. I want out. I like the I want out though. So Penny, for you, that's your 12th house, right? So it's like psychological. Ugh. No, thank you. Saturn, move on. You've done enough. Okay, something positive for Penny's solar return. Something good. Give us something good. Only positive messages. Ooh, okay. 6 of Swords. I just said leave us alone, Saturn. And then we got the card of leaving one thing that was like bad and moving on to another. So I feel like Penny, you might get some early relief. I think that maybe this solar return is going to be warming you in the light of the sun and give you some relief from that Saturn energy that we've all been feeling in your 12th house. Because we got that you're moving on. So it's going to get better. I think it's going to get better. Course, Penny. Hopefully you get the queen treatment. Oh my gosh, I second that, Penny. You deserve the queen treatment for your birthday. Absolutely. Queen Penny. Crowned queen. Okay, we got two. Oh, Yes, yes, and yes. This is like confirmation. Okay, Penny. So you were saying that it sucked with Saturn there in the 12th house. Well, you were getting a strong message that you're moving past it. You're gonna be walking away, 8 of Cups, or moving away from whatever that energy. Maybe you're walking away from something physical or a person or a place or a thing. Maybe. Or maybe it's just like some mental thing that's been bothering you, but there's something that you're walking away from, getting relief. Justice, you're gonna get your karmic rewards. I like it. I was just saying, Saturn like will give you the karmic rewards if you've been doing the work. Looks like yours is gonna come a little early. And 10 of Wands, relieving a burden. Yeah. Okay. Expect to be relieved of a burden, Penny. I like it. It's gonna be good. It's getting better. All right. Oh my God. And bottom of the deck, what we don't see from Penny is that she's the Queen of Wands. That's exactly what I got. Sorry. Sorry if that made a loud noise. Exactly what I got for Jessica Simpson with her comeback era. Okay, Penny. Okay. She's in her Queen of Wands year. It's going to be a good year for you. Enjoy. This is like my favorite. Such a good one. Yeah, it's that fiery Aries rising. I feel like this Venus retrograde in Aries, especially because it's happening during like your birthday, I feel like that is going to be part of like the renewal of the Queen of Wands energy. Like maybe you don't feel it yet, but it like it's making you dig deep and like getting that fire going. Oh yeah, it's going to be good. Okay. Okay. We like it. All right. So Penny and Justin are both going to be having a really good year. We like to see it. All right. So let's chit chat just really quick. We're not going to go too deep into it, but just Oscars because everybody kind of talks about it, makes their predictions. So I figure we'll throw a little something in the hat here, a little something in the ring. Now, this is the 97th Oscars. So according to numerology, 9 and 7 is 7 energy when we keep adding up all the digits to get to one single number. And so that means like the whole energy around this Oscars is going to be like more spiritual and like kind of more serious because 7 can be a little more spiritual, like studious, serious. That's so interesting. I think, and 9 is also a spiritual number. Like 9 and 7 are the most spiritual numbers. So I would predict that the spiritually deep and intense films will be very favored at this year's Oscars. Now, I think for the most part they really are, but I'm just wondering if like will the religious film like Conclave will that like sweep because of the 9 and 7 energy culminating in 7 energy. 7 energy is also associated with like priesthood and like the ascetic life of just being like a monk. So I'm telling you guys, like, I feel like Conclave would sweep. So that's just like a little numerology note. We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. But here's a little excerpt from USA Today. Film's biggest night has nearly arrived, and Hollywood stars are gearing up to win the industry's most prestigious trophy. The 97th Academy Awards will honor artistic and technical excellence by handing out Oscars at the Dolby Theater in the heart of Hollywood on Sunday. This year's Oscar nominees feature an array of films from religious thriller, oh my God, yeah, religious thriller Conclave and historical drama The Brutalist to fantasy musical Wicked and body horror movie The Substance. I feel like Wicked, because it's a fantasy musical and this is the energy of 9 and 7 culminating in 7 energy, numerology wise, I feel like Wicked's not going to do that well. I mean, I think that it's like a commercial, obviously huge commercial success, but I just think Oscars it might not get anything just cuz that's not the vibe. Last year it might have cuz last year was a 6 energy. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Um Netflix musical thriller Amelia Perez leads the pack with 13 nominations despite stirring controversy into the race due to resurfaced racist and xenophobic social media posts by its lead, Carla Sofia Gascon. So I don't think that they will win anything because the energy of 9 and 7 culminating in 7 energy, it's very much, like I said, like spiritual and anti that. So I think that kicks Amelia Perez out of the running, which is sad for some of the other actors and actresses. One bad apple ruining the whole bunch there. Not cool, Carla Sofia. And people were saying that like Netflix didn't want to pay for her to go, but she's still going herself. So just really, that's crazy. All right, but here are the things I think we can pull some cards on. So, Best Actress, Cynthia Erivo and Demi Moore were both nominated. I'm curious to see if either of them, like, will win. It's hard to do, like, a yes or no, like, if they'll actually win. I'll see how much we can get from the cards. Some of this is, like, experimental, like, when I do, like, the sports tee, it's, like, see what but, sometimes it works pretty well. So we'll see if I can get the energy of their night, which could tell us if they win or if they lose. Okay. So let's start with Cynthia Erivo. And this is in the best actress category. Here are the nominees for this category. So Cynthia Erivo for Wicked, Carla Sofia Gascon for Amelia Perez. We already know she's not going to win. Mikey Madison for Honora, Demi Moore, The Substance, and Fernanda Torres, I'm Still Here. Did anybody see The Substance, by the way? I didn't see it, but I've heard that it's like crazy, that it was, like, extremely disturbing, and I don't know, some people love it, some people hate it. I can't wait to track these predictions. Oh my god, Leora. Yeah, you guys, Leora's doing a live stream during the Oscars or around the time. I don't know. Tell everybody when you're doing it, Leora. So she's gonna be, like, really diving in. Let me know, Leora, if any of them come true. Please. Okay, so let's see. Let's get the energy of Cynthia Erivo's night just to see what comes through for her. Yes. Okay, Leora, 6 p.m. red carpet and the show. All right. Head to Leora's channel to get all of your coverage of the Oscars, guys. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Amazing. And then Leora, send me that link and I'll put it on my Instagram stories too, so people can click it. And get in there. It will probably be Demi. Okay, Penny's prediction. Demi, love it. Sage says, yes, The Substance was like a medical horror. Oh my God, disturbing indeed, but good message and storytelling overall. Okay, I love that, Sage. Nice. Beautiful. There are layers. There were layers to the story. Okay, for Cynthia, the energy of Cynthia's night. Ooh, maybe. Oh my God, the Knight of Cups, guys. This is feeling like someone has brought you something. I mean, this is a strong yes card. She's going to have a great night. Honestly, everything inside of me, and with the numerology of the night being more spiritual and intense, I was really leaning towards, like, it being, I don't know, it being more like of these movies, like, let's see, more of like The Substance to win, or I don't know, just more like intense movies like Conclave. I was just thinking Wicked it just might not really get anything, but I don't know. This is kind of a yes. Like, I'm feeling like this is surprising, but I think that Cynthia Erivo might win the best actress. What? Oh God. Okay, now I really wanna know if she does. Because the Knight of Cups, that's bringing you, like, a cup, a gift. I mean, look, it even looks like they're holding a trophy here. Oh my God. Okay, he's holding that cup. We'll see. Okay, what about Demi Moore? What's the energy of her night? What's the energy of Demi Moore's night? The 8 of Wands up in the air. This is decidedly less favorable. And the King of Cups. Okay, guys, this is really weird. This definitely is going against intuition. It looks like it's going against your predictions as well. I'm shocked. Now I'm kind of like at the edge of my seat to see who wins the best actress, because this to me would be like things are up in the air and there's a King of Cups involved. Like, her night is going to revolve more around like personal things and not necessarily about a win. And with Cynthia, this is like getting a trophy with the Knight of Cups. So we'll see. Oh my God, this is so surprising. But okay, we'll see. We'll see what it ends up being. But yeah, I would say Cynthia. I'm still shocked, but okay. All right. The cards said what they said. Best Supporting Actress, Ariana Grande, Monica Barbaro. Let's see, for A Complete Unknown. Ariana Grande for Wicked. Felicity Jones for The Brutalist. Isabella Rossellini for Conclave. And Zoe Saldana for Amelia Perez. Okay, so rather than pull a card for everyone, because that would just be kind of a lot, we're going to pull a card for Ariana Grande just to see what the energy of her night will be. Just curious. Oop, is Cynthia gonna gag the girls and take it all? I don't know, Sage. She just might. She just might. Not big on horror. Yeah, me either, Leora. Just not a horror fan. Always game for an upset or a surprise. Nice. I like it. Keeps it spicy. Okay. Ariana Grande, the energy of her night tonight. Queen of Wands. What? Okay, like maybe the numerology is just not numerologying. This could be a night of a lot of surprises. So the Queen of Wands, this would be an absolute yes. She's gonna have a great night. I mean, it could even be literal. She might even wear yellow. Either way, she's gonna have a great night. This is a yes card though, so this would indicate a win. I think she's gonna win something. Okay, weird. Again, this is so experimental to do it with the cards, but it is what it is. Okay, Queen of Wands. We'll see. We will see. And then last but not least, I want to pull a card on Timothy Chalamet before we move on to another story. So Timothy, this is a big one. He went on SNL even, and he was talking about how badly he wants an Oscar. He was very like self-deprecating about it. And he was performing like Bob Dylan songs. And I feel like it was very endearing, and he's definitely been out here campaigning on the streets for this Oscar. So I hope that he gets it just because it seems like it's so important to him, which I'm sure it's important to everybody, but he really just has put himself out there. So I don't know. I'm rooting for him, but here are the people that he's up against. This is a tough list. So for Best Actor, it is Timothy Chalamet for A Complete Unknown, Adrian Brody for The Brutalist, Coleman Domingo for Sing Sing, Ralph Fiennes for Conclave, Sebastian Stan, The Apprentice. Okay, this is a tough category. Oh, man. All right, what is the energy surrounding Timothy Chalamet's night when it comes to winning or not? I'm going to be specific with this one. The King of Cups. Okay, this is emotional. He's going to have a really emotional night. It's also Pisces season right now, and this is associated with Pisces season. So this is like emotional depth, intensity. So I feel like this is like feeling it twofold. Getting emotional. Let me get a clarifier here. But he's holding a cup. And this could potentially be winning and then being super emotional about your win because it's such a big deal to you. I hope that's what it is. Let me get a clarifier just to see. I wonder if Kylie's going also. I feel like she's still like very depressed about her hairstylist passing away, which is so sad. May he rest in peace. So many people were talking about him this past week. I think he worked with a lot of different celebrities, and it was like a very surprising, tragic thing. I would be on, I don't know, Penny. I feel like she won't go. I feel like she's like still very deep in mourning. I saw a story this morning saying that she's been having trouble sleeping. It's just very sad, very, very sad. One clarifier. The Hanged Man. I don't know. The cards are like, we don't want to say. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it was close. Like it was close. It was a close vote. The King of Cups, I think he's gonna win because he's holding this cup. But whatever happens, he's gonna be very emotional. We may even see him like get emotional, whether it's getting emotional and crying while he's up there, or if he were to lose, crying while he was sitting there. But I'm just gonna say this is like a win. Why did I get that everyone's gonna win? Everyone I pulled for is gonna win. I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. I could totally bomb on these predictions. Just because that's so unlikely. Because I was really feeling like it was gonna be a lot of conclave, a lot of like very serious energy, The Brutalist, but I'm getting like Wicked and A Complete Unknown, which are great movies. So we'll see what happens. We're gonna put a little pin in that. We'll revisit it. Okay. Next story. Sabrina Carpenter had a very saucy performance at the Brit Awards that got her into trouble, according to some of the backlash that she received. Apparently, the show aired like right right around like the cutoff time. I guess in the UK, they have a certain cutoff where they don't air as like much, spicy stuff until like 9 o'clock, which I think they do that on most, in most places. I think here too, it's kind of the same way. But apparently, her performance was so super spicy. She changed from this really cute outfit that's actually on the thumbnail here, where she was sort of dressed as like one of the guards, which I thought was so cute. I absolutely loved it. And then she changed like a lingerie look and she was like, being a little suggestive, kind of went, did something that looked like she was like going downtown on one of the guards and like he winked at the camera. And apparently a lot of people were like writing in, parents were angry, and she got a little bit of backlash there. So I'm just curious to pull a couple cards and see, like, I don't know, just get the vibe. How'd she feel about that? Will it have any lasting? I don't know. Did it even matter? Like, will it make a dent in her career or her acceptance in the UK? Probably not, but I'm just curious to see the vibe around her right now after all that. I feel like we know who Sabrina is by now. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, the moon. So I think it's a little bit hidden emotionally. I think that to her it was a little bit confusing because like I just said, like we know who she is. She knows who she is and how she presents herself. So I feel like for people to be watching and, they're entitled to their opinions, but to be upset about it, it's sort of like, well, maybe don't watch her performance in particular because we do know how she is. We do know how she dresses and dances and stuff. So if it's not appropriate for your kids, maybe put them in the other room. So the moon card is sort of like feeling a little bit confused by the reaction, which that makes sense. I also saw, and this was just a little bit of astro gossip for us to just continue to chew on here. I saw that the Mirror talked about an interview in Variety magazine where Sabrina was basically asked about Barry Keoghan. Of course, this was back when they were dating. But it's interesting because as we continue to search for Sabrina's rising sign to try to rectify her chart or guess her rising sign, this information could actually kind of help us. So, little astro investigation. She actually told Variety magazine that Barry's a Libra and so is my sister. She said, "I'm a Taurus," and she said, "They're very different, Barry and her sister, but they have similarities. I also tend to gravitate towards Leos as well." So, just a couple things to think about. If someone's sister is a Leo and a Libra, and they typically date Leos, we can make a couple little guesses here. So, your siblings rule the third house in your birth chart. So that would tell me that, like, if her sister is a Libra, it's a possibility that with Libra ruling her third house, maybe she's a Leo rising, and she does have kind of that big hair, like that always looks good with the bangs and everything, and it's pretty iconic. So, like, could she be a Leo rising, guys? Like, food for thought. And she dresses like it. And I'm like, could she be a Leo rising that's just like a little bit more understated than other Leos? Because that happens sometimes. Because with the Taurus sun, it kind of grounds her more. So I'm like, maybe she's a Leo rising. Also, if she said that she's attracted to Leos, typically that can indicate that your seventh house is ruled by that zodiac sign. So it's a possibility that her seventh house is ruled by Leo, which would make her an Aquarius rising, which I could also see because she does tend to be forward thinking. She does things that are different than other people, a little outside of the box. She also like made out with like a space alien on stage that one time. Like, I don't know. I'm wondering, what do y'all think? Let me know if you have any, I don't know, any thoughts on that. But just thought that was some interesting astro tea. I'm going to pull a card for her also, just like her career, relationship, if she's in one. Probably not. Just see what's going on with her. Hey, Lawyer Moog, how's it going from downstairs? Leora says, Sabrina's very cheeky. Yes, Leora, so true. I thought that was known around the world. Amen, sister. Right? Right. It's like you knew what you were getting into, guys. The moon card. Like, why acting so surprised? It's totally possible. Sabrina, let us know the tea girl. I know. Come on, Sabrina. Sabrina, join our tea chat and tell us the truth. Someone tag Sabrina. Okay, Sage said, I knew her performance was going to make The Brits clutch their pearls. Oh my god, stop, Sage. Americans are way raunchier than other parts of the world, LMAO. Okay, interesting. Interesting take. Timmy has a Pisces moon, so emotional fulfillment. Sage. Oh my god, yes. I really hope he wins. Oh my god, Sage. I forgot that he's a Pisces moon. Thank you for spilling that Astro tea. For Pisces moon to get the King of Cups when we're asking if he's going to win, that would be such an emotionally fulfilling moment, like pivotal moment in his life. Oh my god, I hope so. I really do. That just gave me goosebumps. So the tea girl, it's too funny. Still loving her comment. Sage, that's hilarious. Okay. Sabrina. Let's just see what's going on with her career, love life. I just want to tap in. Ooh, okay, they're starting to jump. So first I want to pull a card for her love life. Just I'm very curious. What's going on with her love life? 8 of Swords. Okay. Eh, she's just like not in the place right now where she's dating or wants to date. This is kind of in a mental prison of your own making. That's what this card typically means. However, this can also just indicate feeling kind of like cut off or like stuck. Now, she travels all the time. Can you imagine like if you were traveling that much, just always performing, really focused on your career? It would be so hard to just date and have a consistent relationship. So I feel like rather than this being like a prison of your own making, this to me feels more like just kind of realizing that you're in a circumstance where it's almost impossible to have a relationship. This is what it feels like. It's like I just couldn't do that. So I feel like she cuts it off before it even could start. It's kind of where she's at right now. I think she's had a couple of past experiences, aka Barry Keoghan, where she's realized, long distance doesn't really work great. So better to just, make friends, maybe go have dinner, whatever, maybe like a little makeout sesh or something. But 8 of Swords, this is wanting to stay in your power, wanting to keep your head on straight. And so just kind of having a barrier right now, like being like, this just isn't the time in my life for that, which I think makes a lot of sense. It's like very mature. Yeah, okay. Kind of love that. That makes so much sense. Let's see. What else? He's on dog watching duty. You guys, they all try to run in here and they will like bark outside the door. Not kidding. He had to take him downstairs. I mean, they're so sweet. They just want to be in here, but with all the lights and stuff, it's like the whole husky horde can't come in here, knocking everything down. It's so sad too. They're the sweetest. So he's on pup duty. She's a very tiny woman. LOL. Penny says, is she like 5'1" or like 5 foot or something? She does look very tiny. Okay. Just fun fact from the side. Tiny woman. Love it. Okay. What about her career? 6 of Cups. Okay, this is so funny. This is basically like her career is her love life right now. Like, or her career is the love of her life right now. She's devoting so much time, so much energy to her career. It makes her feel 6 of Cups like very fulfilled. This is where she gets to spend time with her friends because 6 energy is about being nurtured. I think she's in like a really good place with her career. Well, obviously, but she feels like she is as well. She's able to handle it all. What else? Yeah, 3 of Cups. I think she's planning some collaborations. She is wanting to create more songs with other female artists because we have this 3 of Cups. This is women celebrating, collaborating, co-creating, just combining their gifts and talents. This is really exciting. We saw her hug Olivia Rodrigo at the Grammys, and it made me think, wouldn't it be amazing if they did a song together? Like, I really hope so. And she did just collaborate with Dolly Parton on that song. So I wonder if like she was like, that was really fun. I really love it. It feels great to do that. I'm going to continue to collaborate with other female artists. And I wonder if like it would be so good. Like, remember the song The Boy Is Mine? It was like Brandy and Monica, right? Like back in the 90s. I could see Sabrina and Olivia doing a song like kind of like back and forth about a guy. And it'd be very like theatrical. I hope she does that. But like that kind of looks like what she's up to. She's like figuring out different ways that she can collaborate and create storylines and like do interesting things with other female artists. I I love it. Yeah, she's doing well, she's focused. It all makes sense. Okay. Love it, love it. Okay, moving on. Next story. Let's see. Okay, now this is actually kind of this is a sad story. And this is more of like a tarot investigation type of thing. I was going to save this for the Patreon, but then I was like, no, I have other things like a lot of things lined up for the Patreon. So I want to just do this here. But I am always, reluctant to pull cards on situations like this because I never want to make light of it because it is a tragic situation. And for me, I just want to practice doing more true crime tarot, doing more connecting type of readings with these sort of topics because I do think it's interesting to see if you can get any clarity around those topics. So Gene Hackman, his wife Betsy Arakawa, and their German Shepherd were found deceased, which is so incredibly sad. Gene Hackman was 95. His wife was in her 60s, mid 60s, and I don't know how old their German Shepherd was, but it was a very strange situation because of the way that they were found. Um, Very strange. So it looked like Gene Hackman had fallen. He was in their, like, mudroom kind of by, I guess, like, looking out. They said he had his sunglasses as well, so maybe he was, like, getting ready to leave or, like, go to the backyard. Um, but he had fallen, and then his wife, Betsy, was found in the bathroom with some pills scattered around. They just broke, I think it was today or yesterday, that the pills were like a mix of just like different prescriptions. It didn't sound like anything too crazy. It was like thyroid pills and like a blood pressure thing. So I don't know. It's very mysterious. And then the one German Shepherd passed away, but there were two others on the property that somehow survived. And I guess they were able to go in and out of the back door. So I did want to just pull some cards to see if we can get any information, and this is, like I said, it's just a little bit experimental, but I just want to see if we can get any information, from obviously the highest light, most positive presentation of this information, just to see if we can tap into what could have possibly happened because it's currently under investigation. So these are all alleged, these are not, we're not making any bold claims here. We are just pulling some cards. Just disclaimer. She has a lot of women on her set. Penny says, "Oh my god, yes." That's right, Sabrina. Pup watch. We were catching up with what y'all are saying. I love that Dolly clap so much. I do too, Leora. It's so good, isn't it? It is so good. Not me thinking she could collab with Ariana, and then you mentioned The Boy Is Mine. Ooh, Sage, was that like confirmation? Like, did we both tap into some energy? What if she collabs with Ariana? Oh my god. Okay. Whatever it is, Sage, I think we just, like, psychically confirmed it together. Okay. I know. It is so, so sad. It doesn't make sense, and they rolled out Carbon. Yeah, right, because you would think that that would be what it is, because that would make sense why 2 of the dogs who were possibly outside would live. Um, they also haven't released, I don't think, like, the exact details as far as, like, what killed the dog, the time of death, um, for each of the people. I was listening to a press conference last night, and it looked like they were still trying to get, like, the details together of, like, the timeline for the public, or they're just not releasing it yet, but it is under investigation, which is really interesting. So let's just see what we get here. Okay. We have the 7 of Cups. So this is thinking, making a decision. Hmm. Now, with all these cups and with the reference to the pills, this could be something that you ingest. This could be making a decision about ingesting something in this very specific circumstance. Okay, let's pull some cards first for Gene Hackman. Let me like separate it out. That might make it a little bit easier to get the messages. Um, for Gene Hackman, what was the cause or the circumstance surrounding his passing, allegedly? 8 of Cups. Okay. Leaving, walking away. Hmm. To to me, this feels like being ready to go. This feels like being ready to go, walking away. We have the 7 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. So it's energy that builds on each other. Being a decision. Hmm. Okay. And I'm open, obviously, to hearing what you guys think as well. To me, this feels like either one or both made a decision, which would make sense because it would be strange for both to pass from natural causes at the same time, right? Um, if there wasn't any like foul play. So maybe he passed first. Maybe he walked away from this in the sense of like walking away from this life, like being ready to go. He was 95. Maybe he had made peace with that, because this card, when I look at it, it gives me a lot of peace because you're walking towards the water. It's like this calming energy. It's like there's a sunset as well. So it's a calming sunset. The 7 of cups, this feels more like disturbing to me and more stressful because it's like a decision. Like, what do I do? Thinking about your life, how it's going to be moving forward. If we look at the cups, there's a heart, a snake, a crown, a castle, a diamond. It's like what this is like feels like, what do I do? And this feels like a peaceful acceptance. So I feel like based on this that he passed away in a peaceful uh, like a peaceful state of acceptance on some level. Like it's like sort of like he knew like, and that's what happened. And I feel like that's sort of like what anybody would want, like to just pass peacefully and to feel ready to move on. And this one makes me feel sad. Okay, let me pull a card for Betsy. So Gene, I think, was in a state of acceptance. I think he was ready to go. So that's at least peaceful. That's positive. What about that doesn't feel like foul play, or like it doesn't feel like anything bad happened to him. I don't think he was like stressed out at the time. I think it went very quickly, which is good. That's good. I hope that that's very true. That would be nice to know. Okay, what about for Betsy? The King of Wands. Okay, what about that 7 of Cups? The Page of Cups. This is weird. Is there someone that she spoke to? Okay. So here's what I think. I think Gene, we can just put him to the side because to me, this feels like a peaceful, natural acceptance of it being time to go. And that makes me feel peaceful to hear that and to feel that way. So for him, I think that that's what happened. For her, I feel more of I don't know, this is kind of confusing. So we have the 7 of Cups, we have the King of Wands, we have the Page of Cups, an emotional new beginning. The King of Wands is like passionate energy. 3 of Pentacles, working with others, collaborating with other people. For her, something more complicated happened. Something very complicated happened. This is really weird. I feel like she did have a decision, though. And I just got goosebumps. She did have some sort of part in it. So I don't think that like someone came in and like harmed her in any way. I think there's someone out there that knows the truth as well, because we have this 3 of Pentacles. There's someone out there that does know the truth. Will they ever come forward? I'm not sure. And let me see if I can get anything about the dog as well, because it's just very bizarre. The dog that passed. Oh, Penny says food poisoning. Yeah, that is interesting, Penny. You think food poisoning could make someone pass away like that? I guess if someone do you think someone poisoned their food? Like with actual poison? It sounds like foul play, Sage said. This is weird, you guys. Or other poisoning. Interestingly, Aura. What else? The world, what was I guess up must come down. Okay. And this is why I probably should have done this on Patreon, like privately, because I don't want to disparage someone's memory and we don't know what happened, right? So let me just emphasize that 1,000 times. The King of Wands is weird to me that it would show up here. This to me feels like another person who was around. Now, maybe this was someone that, did work on their home. Maybe this was someone that was a friend. Maybe this is a neighbor. But we know the King of Wands is his passion. I think that's strange. The Page of Cups is an emotional new beginning. If I were just doing a reading for anybody else and it had nothing to do with this type of situation, I would see these as an emotional like a new relationship with someone, a romantic relationship with someone that's very passionate, which is very odd, right? That would come in here. And I'm not saying that's what happened, but that's what the tarot cards are indicating. That's so bizarre. And then the Three of Pentacles, this is like working with someone, even planning something or plot. Yeah. Okay. Because look at these three people. They're like planning and plotting. I think there was a third person who knows exactly what happened and who was somehow involved. I think it was a man. I think maybe he was interested in Betsy, or maybe more information will come out about that. And the World card, yeah, just a major, major arcana, big change, shift. I mean, you know, the end of a certain, I don't know, of their presence on the earth. I mean, this is dark. This is why. And then Seven of Cups. So she did have some sort of choice in the matter. I'm going to leave it there because I'm already feeling like it's just very bizarre. But I feel like he passed. For him, I feel like it was peaceful. Like he wasn't I don't think he was aware of anything bad happening, even if something bad maybe was happening. So that's at least positive. I feel like it was at least for him, and he had acceptance about it. With her, it's very complicated. I'll be interested to see what comes out when they talk about, what actually killed her. And if there is a King of Wands around that had a hand in this, and what his relationship to Betsy was. And was there a financial gain with the Three of Pentacles? I guess technically it could even be like a family member who wanted a new beginning, who wanted their money because there were three people there. I don't know if they have kids or what, but yeah, there's someone else. There's someone else. So I do think there was some foul play. Luckily, I don't think that he knew about it. And luckily, I don't think that to him it was an experience of foul play, but I think that she knew and she experienced it. What about the dog? Just anything? We have to wait for the toxicology. Yeah, we do. Poisoning is a good theory. Penny says it's intentional. Yeah. Dang. Hmm. That would make sense why he would have fallen. And then she was getting the pills. The choices. Yeah, it's very strange. What about the dog? Oh, maybe the dog ate the food too, but the other two didn't. Penny, that would make so much sense actually. The Hierophant. Yeah, I don't know. That's just like a major I don't know. This is more like a spiritual card. So this would be like that was like their soul dog or like their spiritual animal. So like left with them. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. Very, very strange. Very strange. Okay. All right. Well, that's sad. Before we go, let's pull a card to see what our week is going to be like. Any positivity for our week? I'm going to pull a Britney Spears card as we've been doing because I just feel like that always just puts us into a good vibe. Hi, fam. Sorry, I'm like, hi, Heat Lifer. How's it going? Oh my God. I'm sorry. We're like, well, you got here at a good part. We are doing the positivity. So we're going to see what's unfolding here. It's good to see you. How was your week? Heat Lifer, you're here for the good part. The Britney Spears Oracle card for the week. Something good. The good vibes surrounding us this week. The artist. How Pisces season. How Pisces season of it. Oh my God, that is hilarious. We are, of course, in this artistic Pisces seasons, and we got the artist, which makes so much sense. So let's see what the energy is. Here we go. The artist is on page number 5, which of course in numerology is associated with freedom. Fun, creativity. I like this. Think it's gonna be a good week. It's gonna be a fun week for us, maybe a little more fun than we've had in a while. We love that. So, Brittany's artistic talents aren't limited to music. When she isn't working, she loves to get in touch with her inner Van Gogh and spend some time at the easel. I didn't know that. One of her flower paintings sold for $10,000, and proceeds went to benefit victims of the 2017 shooting in Las Vegas. Just as she does with music and dance, Brittany uses art to express herself and never takes her work too seriously. Unlock your creativity and see the world in bright, vibrant color as the artist. Okay, guys. So this week we are advised to make like Britney Spears and create art, get out of our comfort zones, not take things too seriously in our lives. Okay, I like that. I think that's good advice. Express ourselves and see if we can unlock a more vibrant experience. I'm into it. All right, let's do it, guys. I think we got this. All right, you guys. Well, I love you so much. And Heat Lifer, I'm glad it was a good week. Crazy with the government. Yes, absolutely nuts, as always. But looking forward to new beginnings. I know, right? Hopefully things start to get a little bit more stable in some way with Aries retrograde, Venus retrograde in Aries. A lot of people are saying that it won't, that it'll inflame things, but I don't know. It's always a time of rethinking. So I'm hoping that it'll actually go in a very positive direction, you know? But all right, you guys, we will be making art and having fun, right? Okay. I love y'all so much. Sending you big hugs. And Leora, I will be checking in on your live stream tonight while I'm working on my prep for the interviews for the dog project. And I hope y'all will join me and check in on what she's up to. And yeah, I love you guys. Send you a big, big hug. I'll talk to you very soon. And I'll see everybody else on Patreon too. Bye, guys. Have a good rest of your day. Oh, thank you, Leora. Thanks, Penny. Thanks, Sage. Oh, thank you. You guys too. Great day and a great week. Love it. Bye, guys.